Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion's Challenge Runs of the Binding of Isaac. It's episode 400. That would be, you know, something to celebrate if I actually celebrated milestones. God damn, this series has gone on for a long time. And somehow, these challenge runs, what a genius idea, has managed to keep it fresh both for me and for you guys, I hope. So again, just a quick thank you basically to say, like, holy shit, 400 episodes. I can't believe we're still here. Thanks a lot for your continued support and your suggestions, like the one from Cross Dave this time, YouTube user Cross Dave. I harbor a passing hope that perhaps, you know, MTV People's Choice Award nominated actor and comedian David Cross suggested this, but in any case, this is bullet hell. I've got some splaining to do with respect to our conditions here, but anyway, we have max rate of fire, which you can tell by the number 1. I also gave myself sad onion because, like, the max rate of fire option in Cheat Engine wasn't working for some reason. So we have number 1. Sad onion to give us max rate of fire. We also have mom's heels and mom's lipstick stacked up like 10 times each to give us max range. And my reflections. So this is going to keep the bullets coming like fast and furious all the way around. So it's almost like a bullet hell style shooter, you know, like an Ika-ruga or Ika-ruga. I never know how to pronounce it. Why is it that every bullet hell shooter has a name that's hard for me to pronounce? Tuho? Tuhu? I have no idea. In any case, also, we have 2 extra hearts. I swear to God, here's how this happened. I didn't just give myself an item. I bombed into the secret room here by accident, using those, like, human popcorns who have the bombs embedded. I went in, they had unicorn horn, I re-rolled it, as you can see by the fact that the re-roll is out right now, and ended up picking up raw liver. So that's how we got to the position that we're in right now. As for our conditions for taking, you know, some fairly solid items right off the bat, we are not going to be able to go to any of the item rooms on the first 3 floors. So starting on the caves or catacombs part 2, we'll be able to go to item rooms again, but for now, we are averse to item rooms, or, you know, contractually forbidden from going into item rooms. Now, our only other condition is have fun, I guess, on this 400th episode, because everything else is a-okay. Our main strategy, I guess, is just going to be constantly fill the screen with bullets. There's no real way to aim them beyond, like, the straight aim that you start with. I guess, like, by moving my body, I can somehow affect or influence where these shots will eventually end up. Like, doing that seemed like a smart idea, because if I can get the shots to come back across his body, it seems to make a lot more sense. I don't really want the coin purse, so I'm gonna go get the D6 charged up. We have no restrictions with respect to items, except for the obvious ones. Like, I don't think it would be fair to take Brimstone or Mom's Knife, or anything that, like, drastically would affect, the way our tiers work, but I can't think of anything that would do that. Like, Polyphemus seems like it should be on the table, Quad Shot seems like it should be on the table, etc., etc. So, who knows? If I had the PhD, I would definitely have gone with that coin purse, but instead, we're gonna have to switch it up. I will take this money, because the shop could be worthwhile, and spacebar items are on the table. We get Pageant Boy. Was it worth it? Now that we got that dime, yes. If we hadn't gotten the dime, I probably would have been better off with the coin purse, but the coin purse, you know, it's a crapshoot, you never know. At least with Pageant Boy, you largely know what you're gonna get. So I'm gonna use a bomb to get this key. That might seem like a silly decision. Also, we look like a prom queen or something right now. You know, after the after party at prom, if you know what I mean. But what was I going to say? Yeah, I traded a bomb for a key. It might seem like a silly decision because I can't use that key immediately. Like, I'm gonna have to wait until the Catacombs Part 2 or Caves Part 2 to go to an item room. We could go to the shop on this floor, who knows? Maybe I pick up Blue Candle or something like that. It's not necessarily in keeping with the theme of the run, but again, spacebar items are totally a-okay, so I don't feel like I'd be making some kind of colossal, like, affront to Cross Dave here. If you're not familiar with actor comedian David Cross, when I said like MTV nominated or People's Choice nominated actor and comedian, I was being a little bit tongue in cheek. It might have sounded a little offensive, but he actually is one of my favorite comedians. He was on Arrested Development. Do we have anything here? You know, it's probably worth taking the map, so let's pick that up. If I get more money, I would love to buy the key as well, but we can't worry about that too much right now. Yeah, he was on Arrested Development. He was unfortunately in Scary Movie 2. Mr. Show with Bob Odenkirk as well. Anyway, you probably know him as Saul, whatever his name is, from Breaking Bad at this point. Not David Cross, Bob Odenkirk. I digress. This is a close call here. I didn't give myself Skinny Odd Mushroom to improve my rate of fire, so this guy is way faster than me. But we managed to keep ourselves relatively safe here. I am going to take a Tears upgrade. I'm not sure what that's going to do for our shooting, but I never don't take Tears upgrades anymore. Because I find them very, very useful. And plus, when I don't take Tears upgrades, people yell at me. So I think it's time for us to move down to the next floor, where hopefully we will get some bombs and some keys. Keys, of course, in preparation for the fact that at some point in the future, I am going to want to go to an item room, believe it or not. But anyway, I like this run because it's totally different than the normal run. It's basically just like Any run where you just slightly modify your stats, and by slightly, of course, I mean giving ourselves max range and max rate of fire. Maybe we have different definitions of slightly, but in any case, it can totally change the way the game is played. Like, rather than do what I normally do, which is not to toot my own horn here at all, but that's how it's going to come across, but it's like precision aiming. Not to say that's how it works out, but in my head, that's the way I intend most of my shots to be. You know, like sniper bullets, like straight to the head. Most of the time, it just looks like me flailing my arms around, though. Or flailing my eyes around trying to hit something. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore, to be honest with you. But, yeah, this time we're basically just holding the buttons down and filling the screen and kind of focusing on dodging. I would really be interested to see how, like, a Sacred Heart would interact with this, because that would have homing shots in addition to shots that would, like, come back and try to hit us in the face. I really do not want to pick up Ick-a-rooga. That would end our run. There's always, like, commenters sometimes romanticize Ick-a-rooga. They're like, oh, it'd be so cool if he got Ick-a-rooga. We'd see if he'd triumph in the face of adversity. No, I wouldn't. I would just be dead, like, probably borderline instantly. Because Ick-a-rooga plus my reflection is a goddamn death sentence. Unless you're an unbelievable player, especially with this rate of fire. I mean, with Ick-a-rooga, it wouldn't fire. One up. Yeah, we'll just take that. With Ick-a-rooga, it wouldn't fire as quickly as it fires right now, but it would still be like a nightmare. Now, the greed head, just a total affront to the laws of physics there. Please come after me, Spider Bro. We'll blow this up, and we'll be able to go to get this Spirit Heart. I was really hoping that would be a damage upgrade as well. That's going to be my primary goal, is to get some damage upgrades. Increase the amount of damage each shot does, so hopefully, you know, the fact that we're filling the screen up with shots has a little bit more impact. Because right now, I mean, we're doing fine. Certainly nothing bad is happening to us, and we have the pretty strong potential to hurt enemies. Might as well fight our boss right now. We can't go to the item room anyway, and I don't think we have enough money to really make a shop worthwhile. But yeah, extra damage would take us over the top for now. I would also love some extra health, but apparently that's impossible. To be fair, we did get the liver on the first floor. You're just gonna have to take my word for that one. I swear to God, the story checks out if you look at the forensics. There was the secret room was unveiled on the map. My D6 had already been used. I promise you, that is how it started. In any case, we're just gonna blow up this last fly. Deal with the devil potentially. No, Cat of Nine Tails, which we will absolutely reroll for the HP upgrade. And since we got the HP upgrade, I'm just gonna head down to the next floor. So starting now, gloves are off, and we can now go to item rooms, which is great because I'm gonna be looking for items like Polyphemus, Quad Shot, any tier effect, like a slow effect would be beautiful. What else? Well, mostly I'm looking for shots that maybe will decrease the frequency of our shooting just a little bit, but increase the damage, because otherwise when we fight some of these like endgame bosses, particularly Isaac and Blue Baby, of course, we're gonna find ourselves in a very difficult position, because as usual, I will be doing very small bursts of damage to them, but frequently doing it, and that will cause them to do large bursts of damage to me, also frequently, which doesn't seem to bode well for me. Our item room is the Yum Heart, which is useless for us right now. Could be useful in the future, but it's not worth giving up the potential power of the D6. So we're just going to get a reroll, and once this reroll is done, hopefully we'll have a good item that we'll be able to take in there. We are out of keys, which doesn't really hinder us right now, because I can't go to the shop regardless with 3 cents. I could go to the shop, but there's not much incentive to do so. This guy is being a P in the D right now. There we go. Don't want to use a bomb to get that, so instead we're going to come back down here to the item room again. Quad Shot, Polyphemus, tier effects. HP upgrade, I'll take it. That's fine by me. Again, we could eventually turn these HP upgrades into something like the Pact or the Mark. Also would love Spirit of the Night, or, you know, the ability to fly. Otherwise, Lord of the Pit, or maybe Holy Grail, Transcendence. All depends whether we become Angel affiliated or Devil affiliated on this run, which is still up in the air. Already lost my Spirit Heart, because I am silly with respect to dodging. That extra key will come in handy at some point. There's our boss room. And we might as well fight our boss right away. Again, there's not too much keeping us on this floor, except I might as well go to the secret room first. Because you never know, maybe we get Epic Fetus or something, and then I could re-roll it and pick up the ANKH. Because I can't take Epic Fetus for risk of absolutely destroying the challenge run that we have right now. Anyway, we got a pill. It's curious. It's kind of worth the risk, I think, because we have so much health. Even if it's a health down, we'll be okay. But let's see secret room first. Contains a lot of money. But we're not going to go to the shop yet, because we want to save our key for the item room on the next floor. Let's see what we're dealing with in the caves part 2. It's just going to be Gertie, and with the amount of damage that we are doing, I think we'll be okay, although it will be probably a long fight, as Gertie is oftentimes wont to be, unfortunately. I don't really like the Gertie fight. It's one of my least favorite fights that we can get into at this point. Even though the pattern for taking out Gertie hasn't changed in like a year and a half, it can still be goddamn annoying to sit here for like 20 minutes. That's why Mom's Knife or Brimstone are such awesome upgrades to have. Especially if you have the ability to, you know, destroy the compatriots, or compadres. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Again, destroy the things that Gertie creates to aid in her struggle against you. Now, that was terrible dodging. I've just totally gotten out of phase with this fight, but we should be very nearly done. There we go. Now we just got a standard difficulty room. Somehow almost took damage there regardless. And we'll kill the red nub, and finally we get another HP upgrade, which again I'm just gonna take. Stacking red hearts is never a bad thing, but I would love to finally get a chance to go to a deal with the devil or angel soon. If we don't get a deal with the devil, we are probably well on the right path to getting a deal with the angel. So we should definitely try to take out... that was, again, awful dodging. I almost need like a cube of meat or a halo of flies or something. Maybe that's what this white pill is pretty fly. It's pretty unlikely, but you know, it's my favorite Offspring song, so who knows. Maybe we'll get lucky. The universe will be benevolent to us today. I am taking, again, way too much damage. I don't want to take this pill just yet on the chance that it's a full health pill or something, but I also, you know, do want to take it just in case it's awesome. It's range up, which probably largely useless for us in this situation. This room is proving pretty difficult. Again, we need to stack damage somehow. I would love the pentagram or stigmata. As floors go on, you'll notice this in many of my videos. Now that I say it, it's a theme that will continue. But oftentimes, as time goes on, when the game starts, I'm like, yeah, hoping for a Mom's Knife, Brimstone, blah, 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 blah. But as it goes on, I'm like, I'll be happier and happier with, like, lesser and lesser upgrades. So now I'm like, yeah, stigmata, you know, all stats upgrades. Pretty soon I'm gonna be like, just give me anything, game. I'll take it. You got any items? I got the coins. We're gonna bust open our secret room here. Had very good luck with these so far, and we're gonna have sort of weird luck with it there. I didn't want Dad's key or Bob's rotten head, so we're just gonna skip onwards. There's our boss room. I kind of, no, well, if I'd known that we could just get in there that way, I definitely would not have used a bomb to do it in the first place. I am taking a staggering amount of damage here from these jerkwads. I just lost like 3 or 4 hearts. 3.5, it looks like. My favorite Fellini film. We're gonna go through here again, though, and fight the boss. Just the Widow, no big deal. No big deal. You guys like the cable guy? I like the cable guy. I liked the cable guy a lot when I was younger. You know, the Jim Carrey film. I might be, you know, totally out of my element right now. But then I liked it until I was like 17, and then I watched it again for the first time since I was like 11, and I was like, man, this movie is not as good as I remember it. But, you know, if Jim Carrey's watching this, I don't mean to hate on you, man. There's some good parts in that movie. It made medieval times an icon of my childhood. Anyway, I guess we're going to take another HP upgrade. We're also going to take a look for the item room, and we might possibly be able to go to the shop on this floor, but I'm not really amassing a lot of great benefits here, and that worries me. I desperately, desperately need some health. Despite having a lot of heart containers, not doing that well with respect to actual hearts, which is worrying. We're safe. That worked out surprisingly well somehow. We are going to check out our shop. We do have 2 keys now. This is good, actually, believe it or not, because I didn't have enough money to buy anything from the shop on this floor. So what's in our best interest is probably fighting greed, either getting the Steam sale or being able to reroll the Steam sale, or picking up some extra money over the course of this fight regardless. Now, just smart dodging. Sucks that I have such good range, but I'm basically still incapable of hitting him from afar, because being up close with greed is, you know, tantamount to taking damage, basically. Again, just do some spinning here. There we go. We got a little bit of money. Maybe we will get the HP up, or Steam sale as well. No, but the, you know, extra heart doesn't hurt, or half heart, if you will. And I'm feeling a little bit more confident about our chances now, but we do still need to find the item room, so this is going to take us a long time here. With this bomb, I thee wed. The secret room. Let's see what we get. That almost rhymed. The ANKH. Beautiful. So now we have the ANKH and the 1-up, which is awesome. Do those work in conjunction with one another? I don't know if I've ever had ANKH and 1-up at the same time. But I can guarantee if I did, I probably had this exact same conversation. Someone right now that knows the Isaac series even better than I do is going like, in episode 211, you got the ANKH and the 1-up and you had this exact same conversation. Are you just using a soundboard, Northernlion? It's almost like you don't remember every single word you said in the, like, 45 minutes of Isaac you've played every day since October 2011. I must admit, by the way, I'm not trying to make fun of diehard fans. I'm just trying to perhaps poke a little bit of fun at people who are like, God, Northernlion, you've already said this bullshit. I'm like, okay, man, there's no need to get rowdy. We're all just playing video games here. Well, I mean, you might be playing video games right now. I'm definitely playing video games right now. I am going to have to use a bomb, I think, to get this Tinted Rock, because I don't want to F around with these guys long enough to try to tease them into shooting a bomb at the Tinted Rock down here. And that's fine. I desperately need these Spirit Hearts, so I'll do what I have to do. That extra key is very important as well. Let's see what we got here. It is 2 Spirit Hearts, which is actually more of a payload than we usually get at this point in the game. Or, not at this point in the game necessarily, but more of a payload than I usually get now in the game, like, in runs. Normally, I think Tinted Rocks got nerfed. I don't know if maybe Edmund watches the videos. Oh, there go our 2 Tinted, or Spirit Hearts already. I don't know if Edmund watches the videos, but there was a period for a long time where it was like, oh, if you find the Tinted Rocks, you're gonna win, assuming you don't get, like, the worst items of all time. And that was a great period. That was the golden age of my Binding of Isaac run, in my opinion. Oh, F. Gotta stay family friendly in spite of all adversity. Keep it up. Okay. I fucking hate this room when you have little damage. Luckily, we do have 21 up, so even if we die here, that would be disappointing, don't get me wrong. But we'd be able to live and continue the run. Which is good, because I don't want to let David Cross down. Mrs. Featherbottom bit from Arrested Development, one of my favorite comedy scenes of all time. Okay, so we're getting a little low. We might as well take Umbilical Cord, because we have, you know, nothing else taking up our trinket slot right now. Another shitty room. This is a tricky situation for sure. I'm filling the board up with as many bullets as I possibly can. Believe you me. Alright, just keep it up. There's another one dead. Only 4 of these guys, now 2. I guess I lost 1 in the meantime there. And a great item room would go a long way towards making me a happy camper here. D20. Very tempting. Crack the sky. I don't feel good about that. We're going to take the D6 and just go down to the next floor. That is shitty. Well, I went through all that trouble. It took us down to 1.5 hearts, only to get... I mean, I probably should have just gone with the D20 in all honesty, but... I don't like giving up the D6 for the D20. I'd give it up for something like the blue candle. That would be awesome. Especially as a defensive item for taking out later bosses, but... You know, I don't know. We're coming up against it here, that's for sure. Now, we're Curse of the Lost on the Depths Part 2, which is bad for us. The good thing is, Depths Part 2 is a floor that, you know, I've probably done 300 times, maybe more, in The Binding of Isaac. So, it's probably not going to be too difficult with respect to enemies. If it was Necropolis, that would be a real problem. I don't have any bombs anyway to get in there. Yeah, if it was Necropolis, we'd have some issues, probably. And I would probably be foretelling the end of our Binding of Isaac run here. Although I kind of feel like I might want to do that anyway. This is the worst layout I've ever seen for these jabronis. We're down to half a heart. Which gives us another follower. Yeah, it gives us like little Steven to follow us around. Not that that's useful in the least at this point. But yeah, I'm expecting we'll die. When we die, it should use the 1-up, which should spawn us with the like 9 hearts we have right now, which is fine. It's basically like a fresh start. I hope it doesn't give us the ANKH, because that's going to put us back a little bit. Good, it respawns us with the 9 hearts, like I said. I think we're going to be fine for getting to the womb. The question is going to be, are we going to be able to beat the womb? And the answer is a resounding maybe, and it all depends on the items that we get on this floor. If I can get something great from the shop, even Compass would go a long way. Ladder would be garbage. That's the only one I would not really want. Book of Revelations, again, would give us a chance. Because, again, D6 is going to be awesome when we get to the chest, but I'm not thinking about the chest. Well, who am I kidding? I'm always thinking about the chest. But, yeah, I have to focus more on short-term success than long-term success at this point. There's a bomb that will allow us to get to the secret room. Oh, here's the thing. 10 bombs seems really useful in this situation. because I need these to fight Mom's heart eventually. I'm gonna take it. I know that seems like I just went for like one of the worst items, but I have to take some bombs, otherwise Mom's heart is gonna be fucking impossible. It's gonna take me 20 minutes. And, I mean, I need to use one bomb to go to the secret room, and maybe we'll come across some tinted rocks or something. I kind of feel like I copped out there, but I do think, you know, 9 times out of 10, I would not have taken that. That was garbage. 9 times out of 10, I would not have taken the 10 bombs in this situation. I forget what it's actually, what the actual item name for it is. But this is that one, the worst dodge of all time. This is that 1 out of 10 situation where I kind of feel like that was the most valuable choice relative to the risk of whatever item I could have gotten, you know, on the other side of things, which, who knows, maybe it's just another range upgrade or something. Maybe it was quad shot. We'll never know. But I feel like that may have been the right decision. I'm not going to say it was the right decision, but I feel like it may have been. So we have found our item room. That represents the final room of value on this floor beyond the boss room. So after this, we are just going to skip through, and this is going to be, you know, trying to triumph over adversity. We've got a lot of negative things impacting our run right now. The largest one is the fact that we don't have any damage, but we still do have some benefits, like the ability, again, to basically hit anything on the entire map via our range and spamming shots. We have a 9-volt, which is worthless, but we'll take it just in case we get another spacebar item later. I would feel pretty bad if we ended up getting like a deal with the devil for the nail, and I just left the 9-volt back there for some reason, for no reason basically, because, oh, I want to save money. There's no point in saving money at this point in the game. This isn't ING Direct, motherfucker. It's the binding of ING Zick. I don't even know what I'm doing. Again, first run of the day, the commentary always gets a little bit, shall we say, scatterbrained. Takes a little while for the caffeine to hit my brain. Oh my god, I have the itchiest fucking nose of all time. I can't wait for that to be the top comment on this video. And now that I've said it, someone will make this comment and people will vote it up to the top comment. It's like, talcum powder, itch powder, put a feather up to your nose, or have Kate tickle your nose with a feather constantly, and can try to play the Binding of Isaac. Not gonna happen. At least the ones where I do like a shot of tequila at the end of every run, or the end of every floor, would be fun for me. There's the Emperor card. Oh, that is a good itchy nose right there. Oh, man. That was remarkably satisfying. And probably gross to listen to. The itchy nose is the worst one, man. Itchy nose and itchy butt are the worst. Because whenever you itch your nose, there's always some asshole that's like, are you picking your nose? What do you think I'm fucking for? I'm not gonna pick my nose in public and risk being like a social outcast for the rest of my life. I just got an itch, motherfucker. There's no pride in not itching your nose. That doesn't make you a better person. Puberty. Alright. There's no pride in not itching your nose, as I've said. This bullshit social convention. Same with itching your butt. You can't itch your butt in public, because if you admit, or if you itch your butt, that's like tacit admittance that you have an ass, and your ass can get itchy because it's all moist and stuff down there, and hairy occasionally. I don't know, sometimes, man, Western culture can be very prudish. I always confuse that with prudent, but you guys ever hear that story of, I'm not sure if it's an urban myth or what, but, you know, famous astronomer Tycho Brahe had, like, serious social anxiety in his life in, like, the 1600s or whenever he lived. And the way he died, supposedly, was by, again, I'm focusing on Blue Mom here, so I apologize if this story is somewhat fragmented. But yeah, the way that Tycho Brahe died, supposedly, was that he was invited to, like, a lord's dinner, or Lord's Castle for dinner, to discuss, you know, science and whatever else you discussed. I don't know, charcuterie back in the day. And, he had to go to the bathroom, but it was very impolite to, like, excuse yourself when you're dining with someone of such prestige. So we just held it, and eventually, like, his bladder exploded, or he got, you know, some kind of infection as a result, and then he ended up dying. You know, infection, fairly serious cause of death back in the day. In any case, that's my way of saying bullshit social convention like that can cause bodily harm. So just let me itch my nose. I'm not picking my nose. Trust me, as an adult 20-something male. I'm not gonna risk picking my nose in public, but sometimes itchy nose really hurts, man. It takes precedence over everything else in your life. It's like, I don't even know what to compare it to. An itchy nose is like an itchy nose. It's the worst feeling, the most distracting feeling on planet Earth. I just want to survive through this fight. That's the only thing. As long as I survive through this fight, I won't have to do the mom fight again. I can let the ANKH carry me later. Because we're not doing great right now, but I can't see the shadow because there's so much urine and blood on the ground, which is, you know, kind of my daily life in a nutshell anyway, but what can I say? It's because I'm holding my bladder all the time. Exploding like Tycho Brahe. Not Tycho Brahe from Penny Arcade, by the way. So let's take our Spirit Hearts. We're going to take the Polaroid, obviously, as if we have any chance of getting to the chest. Justice card is something we're absolutely going to want to take before we go down. Barely managed to avoid taking damage there, basically just by hugging that rock as hard as I could. Our pill is... Blue Baby Soul is a fine trinket, but I can't use it. Our pill is Tears down. Not a huge problem considering we have, like, max rate of fire. And it's down to the Womb Part 1. Almost didn't think we'd ever see this day, to be honest with you. We used our bomb to find the secret room where there is a ton of money, which hopefully we'll be able to give to a judgment at some point. This is a big floor. I'm hoping that I picked the right direction here. The map does give us probably, like, a 25% chance greater of finding the boss room right away, because we can avoid dead ends. I can take a look and plan my routes accordingly. That chest hopefully contains a lot of red hearts and spirit hearts. I don't know. Here's the thing. Again, we get one more item and one more chance at a deal with the devil room via this Womb Part 1 boss fight. Could turn out being amazing for us. Could turn out to be not that useful at all. Items that would be not that useful, HP upgrade at this point, like the difference between 9 and 10 is not going to be a whole lot, unless I have to give some up to a deal with the devil. Items that would be fantastic, obviously Tears and Range are not really that useful for me either. Speed might be okay, but beyond this, I am going to take that for the cost of a bomb. What else do I want? Polyphemus. I was going to say Mom's Knife. I'm just flying on autopilot. Good, we did find the boss room right away. Polyphemus, Quad Shot, Mom's Contact, Spider Bite. Little Gish is like the bare minimum that I would be happy with. I like Little Gish as an item, but it's not going to be a game changer for us here. And finally, a deal with the devil containing a worthwhile item a la a Guppy's Paw, or a Mark or Pact or something like that. Who knows, man? We'll see. Oh, okay, it's Conquest, which means White Pony, which is probably worth giving up the D6 for in our current situation. I know people have a problem with the pony as an active item because there's so many flying passive items. I don't disagree with you, but we gotta take what we can get in this situation. You know, like a BTO song or something. I don't know. Was Ain't Seen Nothing Yet a BTO song? Is BTO... No, BTO's not just Canadian rock. Bachman Turner Overdrive. Pretty sure Taking Care of Business is a popular song in the United States as well, and possibly abroad, but I'm ignorant of that. In any case, I'm just going to avoid this horse, and the horse is going to kill the zombies. So, we're just going to focus on killing Conquest, who will then, again, kill the zombies for us. Or the Conquest horse will kill the zombies for us, I should say. Oh, man! That was weird. I've never seen that happen. Okay, first things first, we got a cube of meat. The one time I want to take White Pony, Conquest gives us a single cube of meat. That's not very good. We get not Guppy's Paw and not the Mark. So we're going to reroll. Oh my god, are you kidding me? 9 lives and Guppy's Tail. This is not good. We're going to leave. I hate that. I thought about taking Common Cold. It would give us... It might have been worth taking because we would have so much poison damage stacked up across all of these shots. I thought about taking Tammy's Head. That would be useful as well. But it was not worth giving up, you know, 3 hearts to take both of them. It was probably worth giving up 1 to take Common Cold. I'll admit that now. I wasn't thinking, because normally Common Cold is just an item that I would ignore. Oh my god. That I would ignore, except for early in the game. If I had a lot of hearts, I might be convinced to take Common Cold. I think it's a surprisingly okay item. It kind of gets a bad rap in the game, I think. We have another sweet stash of dollars here. But we're running very low on health. Can we beat Mom's Heart with our current setup? Yes, certainly it's a mathematical possibility. I would never go so far as to say we're in an impossible situation right now. But the fact that we've gotten such little benefit from deals with the devil... That was the only deal with the devil we got for the entire game, which is, you know, partly my fault for taking damage, of course, but... It's disappointing, and also it handcuffs us a little bit with respect to our, you know, potential moving forward. Just kill the sis, please. Oh my god. Oh, we've got more sis than Wayne Gretzky. That sounds like I'm being medically offensive to the Great One. I'm not. I was trying to make a pun on sis. Now. Try not to take damage here, try not to get hit by the lasers. Something's gotta give. We're gonna take more damage than you might expect. Drop a red heart, you piece of garbage. Thank you for saving my life for another room. Now I just need like a full health pill to drop or something. Unlikely. Thanks for the keys though, now that I don't need them for once. I'm not even sure if I hope that we're going the right way here. What is this? We had this before. Tears down. I can't believe I just went through all that for a tears down. Okay. It's okay. Made it out of there. That was a fairly good walk. Oh, gonna get hit here. No question. But I guess I had enough health to survive it, which is good. Oh my god, I was in a perfect situation. I had it under control and then it just abandoned me. I just don't... Oh my god, I'm already... Oh no, that's permanent invincibility from the Polaroid. I gotcha. That was not good movement on my part, but we're gonna get out of this room taking only 1 spirit heart of damage anyway. We're fucked. We're gonna lose this one. Almost 100% odds that we don't make it out of this one alive. There's a lot that could have saved us. That was awful damage, but there's a lot that could have saved us. Sadly, we're past that point now. Unless we get, like, the world's luckiest arcade, and it doesn't even have a fortune teller in it. So let's just blow some shit up. Like so, like so. Maybe this will be like a Balls of Steel pill. It's telepills, which teleported me across the map. That's good. That's really gonna benefit us, I think, in the long term. Who knows, though? Maybe that's the boss room. Oh, don't die to the Diglets! Well, in any case, thank you again to Emmy-nominated screenwriter and actor and comedian David Cross, aka Cross Dave, for that suggestion. Thank you guys for 400 episodes of The Binding of Isaac. Holy Jesus, that's a lot. That's 400 post-Isaac stretches. That's hard to believe. But in any case, continue suggesting your challenge runs. This one didn't necessarily work out, but, you know, it could have been worse. And as always, I will do the ones I deem most appropriate and or entertaining. But in any case, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.